Yo guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to be speaking about different of the Hyper 7 and the VS. So let's get into it. Right off the bat, you can physically tell the bottom arms and the top arms and the steering arms and like the knuckles, if you can see in there, are different, and the shock towers. I'm not too sure about the diffs inside. I think they look the same, but they have different outcuts. As you can tell, they're more of a, you can see they're more of a bigger, because it has less travel. It has basically more travel, if that makes sense. This has bigger shocks on it. This has smaller shocks on it. As you can see, these are adjustable. These are not, so you have to put spaces in there to make it higher. Have already taken the pins off, so it would be easier for me to obviously look inside. And at the rear, turn these two cars around. At the rear, I'm not too sure, to be honest. I think the wing you've got like the wing's different, as you can tell, obviously. Got big beefier shocks at the rear as well, obviously adjustable. Smaller shocks are not adjustable. Shock towers are different, as you can see. Hyper and then VS. Bottom arms, top arms are a bit different. It's just these bits are different here, but this my one's a bit loose. Let's sort that out. So two bottoms are different. Rear bumper, and that rear bumper is obviously bigger. See, I said again about the outcuts. VS, Hyper. So you've got your tyres are different as well, and you've got sway bars are different. I think no sway bars, that's a straight arm, and then that's, if you can see in there, so straight and bent, and then it goes around. You can see better in there. So let's flip these two cars back round. Try not to lose any of my pins. Hyper, so the shell's different, obviously. Comment below if you think that shell's better, or if I can get this off, or the Hyper shell. Which shell do you think is better? So right off the bat inside, you can completely tell it's different. As you can tell, top arm, so the top like brace here, so where the servo saver is, and then like the other servo bit here is different. You've got metal, and you've got like, basically this is smaller here, and then this out here is much thicker. So they've had to extend it and then make that more beefier. He has a metal and then a plastic to make it more stronger. So on this one has a servo here. On this one, the servo is on the other side, so it's not basically near the drive shaft, because you've got this arm going down, big arm going down here. Sorry if you couldn't see that, guys. I'm really not too sure, cause I don't really know what to say, to be honest, because I'm just talking off the top of my head of what to think to say. If I could turn it around, I might be able to think about it. So servo, it's obviously different. Like the servo where it's placed is different, and then you've got a big all metal, and then that's a different type of that, also more area. This can fit a battery, like a LiPo, to go in there. So to power the receiver, the transmitter. Two boxes. So the box here is exactly the same on all Hypers. I think are the same. Servo, like the servo saver, this servo horn is sticking that way, and this one is sticking that way to the drive shaft, and that's sticking away from the drive shaft. I'm not too sure why they've done it. I'm not too sure. I'm just talking off the top of my head about it. Centre diffs, you can see in there, I think are the same, but the brake discs and the brake, so the brake disc and the brake pads are completely different. That's metal, and that's plastic, and then metal. So that's a different that's different as well. Engine is different because I've got a 30 size engine and my dad has a 21 engine, but this is really quick, really quick. We had it out yesterday and it was going all right. I didn't record it, I forgot to. I think I've just talked about this. Obviously bigger, but that has more steering angle and that has a little bit less. Servos are the same on both. The throttle linkages and the brake linkages on both cars are exactly the same. See, mine are a bit. My dad's one's a bit sharper, and these are not. Engine mounts, and then you've got your engines are exactly the same. I've got a bigger fuel tank. Dad has a smaller fuel tank. Different pipe. I've got a race pipe. Dad's got a normal pipe. This has alloy knuckles. This has plastic knuckles. I would be doing another video on my dad's race Hyper 7 he has, and comparing that Hyper and that VS, so comparing all the three together. Remember, I'm not a genius with these, I'm just speaking on my opinion and what I can see is different, and how I think where these go into, where the drive shaft goes into, are different as well, because these are more beefier, because these are a race car. These are not meant to be driving slow around. These can, this can't, because this pushes more fuel into the carb to flood the engine, because when you're supposed to have this flat out, not flat out all the time, but most of the time, if you have a nitro and you're like me, you can't hold it flat out for long. It's 5 seconds or less, because you will blow your engine or you will melt your piston. So, I'm speaking about this. Soon we'll be taking out this car, again, Dad's car, and his big truck he has. And Harry and his dad will be coming out with us. And I think, I'm not going to say what Harry has. I think he knows. I think his viewer knows. I don't really know. And that's all really. And another thing are the chassis. So that chassis there. Just turn these over. As you can tell, narrow, and it goes wider. And this is completely different. All here is different. Well, probably just a bit of fuel. My car's a bit dirty, only a bit. I need to clean it. It's all just where it's got too hot and melted. Oh well. As you can see at the bottom, if you can see, I'm not too sure. Hyper VS different as well. Shells. Them shells. I want to know why that looks like a bee, like a bee, like what stings you. The boxes are kind of the same, but as well, you can. Oh God, made a bit of a mess. So the engines are different. You can get a bigger engine, you can get a smaller engine if you want to. I think the glow plugs are the same. I don't want to take them out because I'm probably going to get yelled at. At the rear here, so where the wing comes down, that's plastic. That's plastic, metal, plastic. That drive shaft angle there's all the same. The wings are different. The spacing is all different, but that's for today, guys. I'm just speaking on what I can see and what I've been told is different between the Hyper and the VS. Thanks for watching. Obviously, like, comment, smash the bell button, stay notified. Peace.